James Starling here for the DeeJam YouTube channel after another matchday experience and highlights. Make sure you check those out in the link in the description below before we spoil the result. Well, another win for you guys. Very, very impressive league form so far. 13 wins from 13. It's absolutely, it's absolutely incredible for you guys. Let's first of all start about today's game. Wind dictated that game massively, didn't it?
Yeah. The wind was ridiculous out there. First half against the wind. That was battling the conditions the whole time. Soft ground. Second half made it a little bit easier, but the wind seemed to die down for them. It was a good game, tough game out there. Good side.
Was it important to get that goal really early on then, considering you were against the wind in that first half?
Yeah, it was important to get that goal early first half. Basically, to set the standard, set an example. Yeah, it was definitely important to get that early goal.
And then going in at sort of at half time when you are 1-0 up, you're now going, you're playing, not against the wind this time. Was it just a case of, right, let's now take it up another level, see what we can do?
Yeah, no, obviously we know in the second half, we've got the wind coming behind us. We don't want to play that ball over the top because you're just going to be chasing that game, that ball the whole time. We used to play it on the ground. That's what we tried to do. A couple of times that was just over the top, difficult to sort of chase down. But yeah, we were able to play a bit more of our game in the second half. Not having to battle the conditions as much as we did in the first half.
And I mean, it goes to show the standards that you guys have set. I mean, obviously I've never watched you play before, but even in that second half where there were points where you were dictating what was going on, your manager and people on the sidelines are still shouting and barking orders and saying it's not good enough, we've got to step it up, we've got to go another gear. It just shows how well you guys have done, really, doesn't it? Yeah,
I mean, we've got quite a lot of depth in the squad. We know there's a lot of competition for the positions. That goes for myself, that goes for everyone in the team. Yeah, we're just always pushed. We know we've always got that extra gear. Sometimes we start slow, sometimes we start fast. It's difficult, isn't it? I mean, it's our first season in the SIL. I think we're doing a pretty grand job between the boys, and just the depth in the squad is just ridiculous. We've got class on the bench, we've got class at play on the pitch. Yeah,
and you mentioned obviously the fact that it's your first season in the SIL, 100% record from from 13 games is phenomenal. How, might sound a bit of a daft question considering you are 100%, but how have you found the switch from the Bury sort of league to where you're at now? How have you guys adapted to it?
Well, first off, we started with some pre-season against some, Div 1, Div 2 sides. We did all right. We didn't get necessarily the results that like wins. We were drawing, or I think we lost a couple. We came into this SIL definitely knowing that the fitness was something that we had to improve on in the squad compared to what we was used to. The fitness in the SIL. I mean, every team fit. Switching the ball, having to sort of attack, defend. It's a lot of box to box as well sometimes. Sometimes it's tough. Yeah,
definitely. And I guess moving forward for the rest of this season, are you guys pretty confident that the league is kind of not necessarily done and dusted, but it should be relatively plain sailing for the rest of the season now?
Between the boys, we know that we've got a great squad. We know we've got the results at the moment to show for that. At the moment, we are still just focused on the leagues and the cups. We take every game as it comes. We're not going into every game thinking we're league champions, nothing like that. We turn up to every game. We know every team that we play will give us a battle. We know that we're trying to keep a 100% record, and that's just how we maintain. We just maintain as best as we can each game.
And final question from me, obviously now, looking beyond for this season, what kind of aims have the club got? I mean, are they wanting just to try and go as much, as high through the SIL as possible, or are you again kind of just taking a kind of pre-season at a time and then going to figure out where you go from there?
We came in, obviously we got put into Division 3 like every team would. You have to sort of progress up the leagues. We're definitely looking to progress up the leagues. That's what we'd like to do. That's like what any team would like to do. We're just going to take one league at a time. We're going to take each season at a time. That's all we can do, and that way we'll just see what happens with the boys.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much for your time. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment on the video as well, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Until we see each other next time, though, adios.